Aboriginal peoples have long known that a mix of crops is a really good thing, and there's what's called the three sisters, which is corn, beans, and squash. What I'm holding in my hand here has an incredible amount of life in it. And there are more than 6 billion living organisms in one handful of soil.
Now that's what I call a beet. Hi, I'm Colleen Rajat, and welcome to Vitality Gardening. We're all about berries today. Not only are berries tasty, but they're nutritious too. To kick things off, we're heading up to the Northwest Territories to go berry picking.
The Mackenzie Delta is full of rugged beauty. Small evergreens and leafy trees cover a landscape that is both harsh and beautiful. Welcome to Canada's Arctic, the Mackenzie Delta to be exact, one of the world's most challenging climates. Yet in this place, tiny nuggets of food grow if you know where to look. Blending in almost perfectly in the fall environment, Ria Kassoon is dressed traditionally as she picks berries like her family has done for generations.
My name is Ria Kassoon. I am originally from Whitehorse, Yukon. However, I call Inuvik, Northwest Territories, my home. My Inuvialuit names are Unalina and Apun. My first memories of picking berries would have to be as a small child. Being at whale camp on the Arctic Ocean, it would be, I was about 3 or 4, and we all went out as a family. My grandparents, my grandfather's cousins, and their families. But in my immediate family, it was all my aunts and uncles and my first cousins. That's where I first remember berry picking, because I was close to the ground, and I remember it being cold. Oh, look, cranberries! Look, berries! Sahara's a good berry picker. Sahara is a wonderful berry picker.
Berry picking and the knowledge around it gets handed down generation to generation.
Traditionally, we use them in making a paste with fish liver. A berry, here, take my berries, take my berries. Take them, go see Bonnie. Go see Bonnie. Ah, here, put them in your pocket. There, go see Bonnie. Yeah, they dropped.
Ria has brought her youngest along. As she picks, her eyes are always watching. She knows where there are berries, there could be bears, and her youngest loves to run in the forest.
My oldest daughter, Umati, started picking berries when she was 3. My grandmother would take her.
The youngest, well, she's learning.
They know how. They're hungry. Ah, that's poop! That's rabbit poop. Growing up, we all did it as a family. It was to ensure that we would have berries for the winter. Felt like we were always picking in a fever growing up. Like, we always had to sit and pick and pick. And it wasn't just one berry patch in one area. We would travel around our community. So we had berry spots. And I remember going out on a boat to people's camps, visiting them on the river, off of the Mackenzie River on the East Branch. And we would pick berries after visiting at people's berry spots.
While Ria isn't that old, she treasures the hard-earned memories she has from picking berries.
How good they taste, and how nice it was to eat them as we were picking them, and how we'd bring them home. They'd be freezing or frozen, and my grandmother would be very strict on when we could take the berries out of the freezer. And my grandfather wouldn't say anything if she wasn't home and we got into the berry pail. Look at all the berries. Don't step on the berries. Look.
Ria is trying to pass on her knowledge to her daughters. Yet as a mom, she knows this is a challenge. Later, she visits her great auntie who was born on the land.
April 7th, 1926.
Her oldest daughter was born on
June 18th, 2001. What is your favorite berry?
A pick.
A pick.
And you?
Blueberries and strawberries.
Blueberries and strawberries are your favorite berry? My favorite berry is the akpik. I love akpiks.
Bama, down here.
A pick. Everyone likes
Salt
a
is
pick.
here, Bama.
What do you think? Are berries fun to pick or are they hard to pick?
Hard.
Hard to pick.
Because you have to sit on the ground and it's cold outside and there's mosquitoes.
Not too many mosquitoes.
We used to love that berry picking, but now today you get old and you can't pick berries.
Hard to sit down for a long time, on the cold ground. Especially if it's wet out. Yeah, it's not fun.
I used to hate going for berry picking, but my nana always said pick berries and don't eat berries while you're picking. Just pick and pick and pick, and after we get home, you're gonna have a dish of berries.
Oh.
If you start picking and eating berries same time, you'll never pick berries.
Her great aunt was born on the land in a different era, long before Inuvik even existed. She takes pride in the life that she has led, yet worries that the knowledge she has will not be passed down.
They store them in, whale stomachs, the whale balloons. They whale them in wooden barrels. Then they didn't have plastic.
How did you refrigerate the berries?
Well, they dig ground and, keep them cool. When they kill the whale, they take their stomach and they scrape it inside, dried it up, rolled it up, and dried it nice. It's just like a big balloon. Nothing wrong with it. Before traveling, when they're staying in one place, they could take a ground and put them all in there and cover them up, and then when we were going to leave, they'd take them out and put them in a boat, and they stay good and cool.
Every fall, we return to the same places to pick certain berries at certain times of the year, which was nice. Familiarity and tradition, I guess.
Do you miss picking berries?
Yeah, I miss picking berries, but I can't go picking berries. I'm going to fall down in the bushes.
Did your kids used to go berry picking with you?
Yeah. We used to go to Blow River every summer, boy. Good place.
And
Glad to picks.
Women covet their berry spots, some of them, because they're high producing areas or it's their berry patch, territorial. So they would keep it to themselves. Or if they were generous, they want to share with others, then they would share their berry spots. But sometimes berry spots are where your grandmother picked or where your aunt picked her favorite patch, and it'd be a returning place.
berries are done. Who wants berries on their cheesecake?
I'll put some berries on it. More, more, more. Oh my goodness. More.
People still continue to pick berries, and they still continue to be part of our diet. You should be eating 5 to 10 servings of fruit and vegetables per day. However, this is not always real in the north. People aren't always making the healthiest food choices.
Well, that wraps up our berry picking in Inuvik. From everyone here at Vitality Gardening, I'd like to say a genuine thank you to everyone who welcomed us to your community. Why pay high prices for organic blueberries when you can pick them yourself? That's next on Vitality Gardening. Welcome back. For some, this may be a trail in the wilderness, but Stanford and Kathleen know it well. This land isn't wild to them. It's peaceful and it provides an essential source of food.
These are the Blueberry Hills. I've been coming here most of my life. What about you?
Me too, most of my life.
This bush is blueberry country near Duck Bay on the coast of Lake Winnipegosis in Manitoba. When they pick, they go to town, they fill up a pail, and then they pick some more.
We've always picked berries and made time for it.
They camp out here for about a month, and they devote most of their time to picking berries.
It's a way of life for our people.
The rewards are simple yet satisfying.
We like picking berries for jams, pies, muffins. It's really healthy for you. And it's nice and peaceful out here and get away from all the noise and a lot of nice fresh air, and we just like being out here together. It's a really healthy food. It contains a lot of vitamin C and E, and it has antioxidants that prevent aging.
Berry season is something they look forward to all year.
The berry season starts in July. You could start checking on them in July, and whenever they turn blue, they're ready. They grow best in mossy ground, shaded. Like I find them to be more bigger near along the trees, but mossy ground, sand.
They also advise pickers not to get up too early, to be patient.
The best time to start picking berries in the day is around 11 o'clock. So they could dry. You know, there's a lot of dew out in the morning, and if you pick them too early, they'll get mushy and they'll squish.
While Stanford and Kathleen don't like crowds in their favorite picking spots, they do like the fact that others enjoy coming out here.
They come here in all shapes and sizes and ages, and children, old people, and they just get along, help one another if somebody needs help, and it just brings people closer together that come out here, and it's really fun, and they're out here for the same reasons we are.
We love blueberries. They're good for you. They're healthy food.
Stanford treasures what he knows about the berries.
Because our people a long time ago, we used to dry them and preserve them for months. We could be eating them in the winter time, preserved, dried. Pemmican, they added it in pemmican.
He hopes his knowledge will be passed down.
We teach our young everything we've done. Hopefully someday my grandchildren will learn what I've taught my children, and not to forget our ways of life out here.
Later, we have another berry story. Or should I say, a story about Barry Little and his cucumbers. Welcome back. We're in St. Laurent, Manitoba, about a 1-hour drive north of Winnipeg. Caroline Chartrand is one of our gardening advisors. She's going to give us some tips on growing raspberries.
It's best not to grow them too thick, to leave some space in between. When I started this patch, I planted them about 2 feet apart. And also, they really like a lot of nutrients in the soil. So I loosened up the soil pretty well. I planted them in a row about 3 feet wide. And I put lots of manure and lots of compost. And every year or every second year, I add more manure or more compost. And then another tip is the manure and the compost often has weed seeds. So another thing that I do is I add mulch. And a mulch is a thick layer. Like for the raspberries, I like to use at least a good 4 inches of dead plant material. And it's best and more sustainable if you can pick what's local. So I either use leaves or straw, or one of my favorite ones that we do around here, especially for raspberries, is go to the lake and all the plant matter that gets pushed onto the shore from the waves. I call that lake seaweed, and we go and pick a bunch of that, a truckload of it, and I use that for mulch. And what that does is it adds a lot more nutrients into the soil. I like to pick the reddest, juiciest ones, the ones that are just about falling off. And you can tell which ones are the most ripe because you can actually see that they're just about ready to fall off. So if you have to pull and tug on them, better to leave them there for a while and wait till they're nice and red and ripe. Because I think that the most nutrients are in there with the most antioxidants, and also they're the most tasty ones, I think.
If you grow your berries without chemicals, you do not have to wash them before freezing. Unsweetened raspberries may be frozen by placing them unwrapped in a single layer on trays in the freezer until solidly frozen. Then they can be packaged closely, sealed, and stored. Okay, we're done with berries and we're moving on to a different topic and location.
So Barry, we're heading to your other greenhouse over here.
That's right.
Which is also pretty big.
We're in Northern Manitoba visiting a greenhouse full of cucumbers. Barry Little is one of our Northern Garden advisors, and he's giving us a tour.
This is what I'm about.
And
I don't care how much money I make or if I make any money, just that the produce people see there, and knowledge is totally useful unless it's shared. I have to give this credit for what I do up north to my grandparents. Because right now, what we're doing is gardening in the 1800s, 18th century. And when I go in the more remote areas, basically that's why the 18th century gardening always worked and always will. We're just outside of Paint Lake, Manitoba, and we're in a prime popper stand where you have prime growing lands.
It was early summer the last time we checked in with Barry. The bugs were horrible that day. They were swarming all around us.
And folks, you can see that the bugs around here are really bad, so you'll have to excuse us as we kind of bat them away. But that's just life.
This is what his cucumber plants looked like in early June. Take a look at them now. It's only been 8 weeks.
Barry, when we were here in the spring, these plants were just like teeny tiny, and now they've just gone like whoosh.
3 inches high.
3 inches high, and now look at them. This is amazing. So are you happy with the way things are going here?
I'm happy. They're almost 2 weeks late from normal. I normally picked my first cucumber, the first one, about the middle of July. This year it's 2 weeks late. It's like this all over. But this is our first cucumbers we've picked this week already.
Well, that's a good sized cucumber to me.
They're still a little small yet, but right now, see, the little guys are all starting to come. As you can see, the little guys growing. So next week, when I start watering it now, because I treat this like a tropical plant, I flood the trench, I soak it down really good, and I shut the doors.
Oh.
In here, you walk, it's like a terrarium jungle. You walk in, your glasses will start running water.
Really?
And then these cucumbers just go poof, 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 poof.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, you'll be picking a 3 5-gallon pailfuls every 2-3 days.
Really? And how many cucumber plants are in here?
About 64 baskets.
64. And how many cucumbers are you going to harvest out of this greenhouse?
I average 300 pounds.
300 pounds.
Average. Yes.
That's a lot of cucumbers.
It is.
What are you going to do with all of these?
First come, first serve, they're gone.
And you've developed quite a reputation, I hear, around here for these cucumbers. People come and pick them up?
Yes, people come get them, they ask me. And plus I like pickles too, so I do a barter system too. A couple friends of mine are good at making gummy pickles, so they get the cucumbers, I get the pickles.
Okay. And Barry, in terms of growing vegetables in the north, because we are just south of Thompson here, Thompson, Manitoba,
right.
which is a very short growing season. Normally, without a greenhouse, it's about 60 days, correct?
60 days, but we have more hours.
Right, you have long sunshine hours.
That's right.
Right, but for other people that wanted to try growing heat-loving vegetables, such as cucumbers, what would be your recommendation to them if they live in the north?
Build a small greenhouse.
Okay, and that's what you did here?
You can grow them outside, but the plants stay small. So you keep them inside, keep the humidity high, make baskets like we have here, and they work very well. Once it's planted, I've got it to this stage, keep it watered.
Keep it watered.
Keep
okay,
it
and do you water every day?
No.
No, okay.
No, as long as it's kept good and wet.
There's no question Barry's doing well. He's built another greenhouse with salvaged PVC pipe and construction-grade plastic. It cost an estimated $1,200, but he expects to get 300 pounds of tomatoes out of this greenhouse. That's enough to make roughly 60 jars of tomato sauce.
These are all cherry tomatoes. These were actually planted very late this year because this greenhouse was just built on a spur of the moment because we had the material. And Walmart had some leftover plants, so this is what we planted. And that's on, now we're going to be picking nice cherry tomatoes.
Oh yeah, those look great.
That's right. They're fresh, nice and juicy, and you can eat one. These are nice and sweet. These are very good for salads.
And let's take a little bit closer look at all your tomatoes here. Because if you like salsa, you'd be able to make a few thousand tons, I think.
Greenhouses in the north, you have to worry about one thing, is you do have visitors. We have Yogi come to visit us sometimes. And sometimes ravens will pick holes in your plastic. At first I thought it was like this, but then he left his fingerprints right here. So obviously I know it was a bear. I've only had one intrusion with him. So if anybody does build any greenhouses in the north, be cautious of that. It's good to have a dog around. As you notice, this is Yogi's footprint here. It must have been a fairly big one because it's almost as big as my hand. And that's a hazard in the north.
Well, we have to say goodbye for now, but from everyone here at Vitality Gardening, have a great week. But Barry, as you can see, the light is really falling.
Yes.
So we should probably head out.
Right.
And we don't want to be attacked by any bears in the dark. All right, well, Barry, thanks for joining us. And I just wanted to show you one thing, because I know you were laughing at me when I was getting out of my vehicle here. But the last time we were here, we were surrounded by bugs, remember that?
That's right.
It was really kind of rainy and drizzly. So I went out and bought this bug-proof outfit so that I wouldn't be eaten alive this time. And you know what? I didn't need it, because it's not so bad.
No.
It's not so bad.
That's because you're getting useful.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, Barry, thanks so much, and we'll be back for your harvest in a few weeks.